Ladies and gentlemen, let's get real here today. Let's stop pretending, let's stop lying to ourselves, and let's speak the truth, the kind of truth that hits you in the chest and wakes you up. Weak men focus on women, strong men focus on themselves. And it's not, because women are the problem. They're not. The problem is the priority. The problem is where you place your energy. The problem is where you think your power comes from. See, weak men, they sit around chasing validation. They think if a woman loves them, accepts them, wants them, then, and only then, they'll finally be enough. They'll finally be worthy. They'll finally feel like they matter. But here's the truth. If you need someone else to tell you that you matter, you've already lost the battle. You become powerful because someone claps for you. You become powerful because you fought for something inside yourself. You've built something that no one can give you and no one can take away. Weak men, they look at women like they are the prize, but strong men, they realize they are the prize. Because listen to me, if you are broke, miserable, lost, lazy, and unsure of who you are, what are you bringing to the table? What are you offering? What value are you creating in the world? You can't lead someone when you can't even lead yourself. Women aren't going to fix you. Money aren't going to fix you. Followers on Instagram aren't going to fix you. Only you can fix you. Weak men are distracted by pleasure. Strong men are obsessed with purpose. Purpose over pleasure, mission over momentary attention, legacy over lust. You think greatness comes easy? You think it comes because you send a few DMs and somebody texts you back? No. Greatness comes when you go to war with your weakness. When you look in the mirror and you don't flinch. When you say, today I get better, no excuses, no distractions, no more living for approval. Weak men want to be loved. Strong men want to be respected. And you get respect when you build a life that demands it. When your actions, your discipline, your fire speak for you. Not because you beg for it, not because you whine about it, because you earn it. Listen, a king don't chase. A king don't beg, a king builds. A king attracts, a king creates a life so magnetic, so powerful, that the right people, women included, are drawn into his orbit, not because he needs them, but because they can see he already has everything inside him. Let me ask you, what are you focused on? Are you focused on becoming a man of value? Or are you wasting your life chasing validation from women who don't even know who you are yet? Stop chasing. Start building. Build your mind, build your body, build your spirit, build your craft. Because when you become undeniable, when you walk into the room and your presence speaks louder than your words, you won't have to chase anything. You'll attract everything. Big Buddy, thanks, as always. Weak men wait for opportunities, strong men create opportunities. Weak men look for comfort, strong men seek growth. Weak men focus on women. Strong men follow their vision and the women follow. You want the truth? You don't find a queen by acting like a peasant. You find a queen by becoming a king, a real king. A man who leads himself with discipline. A man who governs his emotions. A man who don't get distracted by the cheap thrills of the world, but locks in on his destiny. If you're serious about your future, about building something real, then you better get serious about cutting off the distractions. You better get serious about killing the weak parts of yourself, because the world don't owe you a crown. You have to earn it through blood, through sweat, through relentless focus. Focus on you. Focus on your mission. Focus on becoming everything you were born to be, because in the end, the woman you dream of, Shez not looking for. Boy who needs her to complete him, Shez looking for a man who's already complete. And that starts today. Are you ready to be that man? Or are you going to keep living as a shadow of what you could be? The choice is yours. The time is now. The king in you is waiting. Go get it. In today's world, too many men are chasing validation. They live their lives glued to their phones, chasing likes, swiping for attention, waiting for that next text back, believing that the approval of a woman will somehow complete them, make them valuable, make them a man. But here's the harsh truth. Validation from others, especially women, can never fill the void inside you. If you're relying on someone else to tell you you're enough, you're already lost. You're standing on shaky ground, depending on something you can't control. Someone else's mood, opinion, attention span, Weak men hand over their power. They put their self-worth in the hands of another human being, and they wonder why they feel empty, anxious, or desperate when they don't get the attention they crave. Listen carefully. Validation is a drug. And like any drug, the more you use it, the weaker you become. You become addicted to compliments, addicted to attention, addicted to being seen, and you lose the fire, the focus, and the discipline that makes a man truly powerful. Strong men, however, are different. Strong men don't live for approval, they live for progress. They're not chasing the next woman, they're chasing the next level of themselves. They're building their minds, reading, learning, growing their intelligence. They're building their bodies, pushing through pain, creating strength, endurance, resilience. They're building their spirits, developing emotional control, integrity, discipline. They're building their finances, mastering skills, creating wealth, building a future. Strong men understand self-worth. Ain't given, it's earned. It's forged through the fires of daily discipline, sacrifice, and relentless self-improvement. When a strong man walks into a room, he don't need to beg for attention. His presence commands it. Because you can feel when a man has built himself from the inside out. Women are drawn to that kind of man, not because he needs them, but because, go on. The irony is the less you chase validation, the more respect you earn. The less you seek approval, the more naturally you attract the right people. A strong man's life is not centered around being desired, it's centered around becoming undeniable. He doesn't ask, do they like me? He asks, am I proud of who I'm becoming? Weak men wait for love to save them. Strong men save themselves. They know that no relationship, no woman, no compliment can replace the satisfaction of becoming the man they were destined to be. And at the end of the day, that's the real prize. Not just being loved, but being proud of yourself. Not just being desired, but being deeply fulfilled. Because when you focus on building yourself, you stop living for scraps of attention. You start living for greatness. A massive lie that weak people believe, that power, success, influence, love, are things you can ask for, that you can beg for attention, plead for recognition, or wish your way into greatness. But real power isn't begged for. Real power is built. It's built on a foundation of purpose, discipline, and self-mastery. The three pillars that separate the leaders from the followers, the kings from the peasants, the strong from the weak. Purpose is the compass. Without it, you're lost. Without it, you drift aimlessly through life chasing distractions, chasing approval, chasing instant gratification, and never finding true fulfillment. When a man locks in on his purpose, his real purpose, everything changes. He wakes up differently. He moves differently. He speaks differently. He's not available for petty drama. He's not distracted by temporary pleasures. He's on a mission, and everything, every breath, every step is pushing him closer to the man has meant to be. Discipline is the bridge. Purpose without discipline is just a dream. It's nice words. It's empty promises. But discipline is what brings your purpose to life. Discipline is waking up when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing the work when nobody's watching. Discipline is choosing long-term greatness over short-term comfort every single day. Strong men don't just hope for a better life. They grind for it. They bleed for it. They sacrifice for it because they know that the future belongs to those who are willing to pay the price. Self-mastery is the crown. You cannot lead others until you first lead yourself. Self-mastery is when your emotions don't own you, you own them. Self-mastery is when fear don't paralyze you, it fuels you. Self-mastery is when you are no longer controlled by temptation, by weakness, by impulse. You are governed by your higher self, your greater vision, your deepest standard. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop chasing external things start chasing you. When you become a man on a mission, you naturally attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right woman, without needing to beg, plead, or prove yourself. You become magnetic, not because you're trying to be seen, but because you become undeniable. You don't win by demanding attention. You win by becoming a man that cannot be ignored. Power is not found in titles. Attraction is not found in tricks. Respect is not found in desperate actions. It's found in the man who's locked into a vision bigger than himself. It's found in the man who's mastered his mind, his body, and his soul. It's found in the man who wakes up every day with fire, discipline, and relentless focus. That's real power. That's real attraction. That's real success. And it's available to any man who decides right now to stop living small, to stop chasing cheap approval, and to start living for his purpose. The time is now. Build your purpose, build your discipline, master yourself, and everything you desire will follow. Hey, if this message lit a fire inside you, if it stirred something deep in your soul, God, just sit there. Take action. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Join this mission, because this is not just a channel, it's a movement. And together, we're building a life on purpose, power, and unbreakable standards. Let's go.